Hey guys, TOD's Hype here today, and here on the second channel today, and what we are doing is some online gameplay, where I am once more joined in with the other YouTuber known as Fail Race, who you will see all the content we've got on the Tuesday next week. So, what we decided to do, well, what he decided to do that we were going to do is go to Blizzard Mountain. We haven't been here in a while, so we thought, why not? But what else were we going to do? We thought, why not do Hilux vs Titan? And we got very lucky in the fact that, we got a 6-6 split of Titans versus Hiluxes, because we never assigned it to him. We just said, go and get what you want. And I know I joined like second, and I was in the party along with Ferris, and we were just talking about how there's gonna be there might be an overpowered like a set of cars, so there might only be like all Hiluxes or all Titans. And he agreed with me. He was like, yeah, it's probably all gonna be all Hiluxes, but it wasn't. It was 6-6, and I made sure Ferris reminded everybody that, you know, the Hiluxes are a bit glitchy. They seem to fall through the floor sometimes. And yeah, you'll see on the second race that we do. This is the first race that we did, and then you'll see on the second race that we do, we land the Hiluxes and some of them just fall through the floor. There's a really weird glitchy mess that goes on when you hit the Hilux to, like, so if you land at a really awkward angle and are going decently fast, you just put it straight through the floor. And I've genuinely tried racing around the Hot Wheels track, but it's just near impossible because the amount of times I fall through the floor, and it's like, great, it's just useless. But yeah, as for what's happened in this race, I haven't really gone opposite position. I think I'm in the same position, to be fair. No one ever told me off for going around that side of the ice patch, so I just kept doing it until the last lap. But my Hilux was very, in my opinion, it was very, very nice handling, and it had a decent amount of speed to it. You'll see I pretty much kind of out-dragged most things here. I got rid of all, like, I got the highest weight reduction. I've got about 400 horsepower in this car. They're all in A-class, and yeah, they're both in A-class, and I built both of these up, and I saw that the Titan could get more horsepower, but it has more weight. The Hilux can get a bit less horsepower, but have a lot less weight. But you'll see that actually going for what seems to be the most beneficial option doesn't always seem to be the best. And every single lap I got caught out on the ice patch. I was always thinking to myself, I need to get on the inside of this corner, but there was always someone on the inside, and I had to try to go on the outside, and it would just leave me going, and then I'd lose from the back of him, and someone would come up in front, but I'd get it by the time the first corner comes. It was just a whole mess. But yeah, this Hilux is very nice though. I love driving this thing. I built this one into S1. I had to downgrade it obviously to get into A-class, but I built it into S1 because I could fit the i6 in there, pretty much all modified, and get 800 horsepower out of it. And it is very, very good when you get it to S1 and you can get it to them sorts of speed. But you'll pretty much see for the rest of this race, I'm just stuck behind this Titan, and I can always make it up on this part of the track here. From now on, I will always make up on the Titan, but the Titan will always make up on the first half of the track, and it is genuinely the worst thing ever. So you say, like, look how much speed I can just take through this corner compared to that Titan, and look how much I'm just on the back of him by the time he comes to the chicanes. It is crazy how much speed I can take around these corners, but it's just, I think that Titan was just a bit of a better driver than I was at the at taking these corners. I did find my Hilux to be a bit slidey at times. There was many times where I'm just coming into a corner and I would just lose the back of the Hilux. it might be because I hit a piece of ice with the rear end and I just haven't noticed, but yeah, it can definitely get it sliding pretty easily, even though it's got big beefy tires. Yeah. Also, another issue I had with the Hilux is I really didn't. I built this with like 10 minutes remaining. I had to go and get into the race and all that, so I had very minimal time building this car. So I didn't tune any of the gear ratios. The gear ratios are incredibly long, and the amount of times I put it into reverse when I'm meant to be going down is actually unbelievable. Like, I did it just then, and that I reckon I would have got that spot if I didn't put it into reverse. And I just like, no, I put it into reverse. What is my life? But yeah, the Titans end up taking the victory of this. I come pretty high up. I definitely do well from the start. From the start I had, and I had a good battle trying to get past this guy. I was just trying to just throw it up any corner I could and just try and get it, but it just wasn't working. You can see, I'm like, oh, I'm alongside and it's gonna be very close. And I'll tell you, there's many times if I would have got a cut back, I reckon I would have done pretty well. But I just couldn't get the acceleration out of the corner, and I just lost it to that Titan. Just lost it to that Titan, which made me very, very angry. Well, no, it didn't make me angry at all, to be honest. I was just there like, oh, why? I wish I could. But no. So, you'll see now, I forgot to end the recording as we're loading through this. I just completely forgot. So, you'll see, we got to a race that, well, you'll see, I got a decent amount of credits for that. And a decent amount of experience. I'm nearly 611, I'm pretty sure I leveled up, but I don't show it in this gameplay. Yeah, so what he usually does is he just sets a great waypoint, we have to teleport there. And I got very angry with the Titan I was facing against, so I ran him. That was completely accident. It was even the right Titan, to be fair. I just wanted to ram a Titan because it was annoying me. Yeah, so if you look in the bottom left now, our target is 300 yards to get away. I just drive here because I'm like, and it's free, but I'm just not wasting the time fast traveling over here. And look at the amount of people who decide it's better to fast travel. Like, the laziness of that is actually unbelievable. We do try many times to create a centipede, and it just doesn't work because someone just comes in and rams it all. Look, look, perfect. Just like it's on cue. But yeah. This next race we're going into is the Devil's Corners, like sprint, and I didn't do too well on this. You'll see the start of this because the start was, I think it was decent. I can't remember, which I just forgot to end the recording to it for the full 10 minutes. But I didn't do very well. I missed checkpoints and I missed quite a bit, and then ended up like 8th. I managed to bring it back because my Hilux is rapid. Then the one after that, a very poor start. Get rammed off, miss checkpoint, and lose that one as well. Yeah, you can see my Hilux is the most normal. So yeah. And oh, one other issue I found with my Hilux is that the fact that it would always bog down off the start. I don't understand it. I think it's because I had extremely long gear ratios, but it just bogged down off the start every single time. Like, its launch was horrific, and I would just get overtaken like 4 times. But yeah. Well, I'll see you in the next race, I guess. You'll just see me coming to overtake some people on this corner here. Actually, no, I got so many positions made up there. I went from like 8th to 5th. No, it was like 10th to 5th because I even got in the ice, but I just managed to keep it in situ. Anyway, we're here on the Snowparks cross country circuit, which we always end in. And yes, someone rolled. Don't understand how, but someone managed to roll right off the start. Now, I started off right back. I started off in last place for this race, and I had a lot of catching up to do. As you can see, I'm at 9th already, but there's been a roll and there's been a crash, and I've got like one overtake. But me and this nuclear donut I started last and he started just in front of me. And as you see right there, wheels stuck in the ground already. So that put me up to 6th. And I was feeling excited about this because I was getting some some positions up already, and I had done really well. And this nuclear donut is right behind me, so it's not right behind me, he's behind me still. But I just wanted to see if my wheels would go through the floor here, and they did. And it was like, I was next to this side, and this side I was like, wow, oh, what the hell was that Hilux? And he was just screaming because the Hilux very much gone into the sky. I think I may have killed that tyre accidentally as well, or he just missed a checkpoint. But I definitely did apologise in the height we was in because I didn't mean to. But look at the power that the Hilux coming on the outside of a Titan, and you'll see I'm in the floor again. It is brilliant though. They pop back out as well as like straight afterwards. So I've gone from literal last to 3rd in 2 laps. Going on to lap 3, I had to catch Fairrace and Hordes, Hordes had an incredibly fast Titan. I don't know how he did it, but he had an incredibly fast Titan. Fairrace was also in the Hilux, and you'll see, because I'm just in clean air, I've got the recovery drive where I'm just trying to, well, it's not really a recovery, I just started last. So I have this clean air which I can maximise my car's potential and hit all the apexes, carry as much speed as I can because there's no one in my way. And so as you can see, the race rolled, and I was the reason it all happened was because the Hilux was stuck in the floor, and as the Hilux was stuck in the floor, as it was pinging out, the Titan was right next to it, and as it pinged out, the wheel bounced off the Titan and just rolled the Hilux over, and that put me up into 2nd place. And this is where I'd stay for the entirety of the rest of the race. I would just catch up to Hordes a bit, and then I would lose him, and then catch up to Hordes a bit, and I was just there like, Hordes, slow down, please. But I usually the back of the Titan for the rest of the race. I'll leave you the rest of the gameplay, but anyway, that's it from me, TMD's Hyper, signing out.